There's a safety factor in this house right now, and we need to address it.
Oh my God, can you imagine that? Fully grounded, you're going to get the shock of a lifetime.
There are a lot of problems that we weren't originally aware of because it looks great.
Why the hell would you do that?
Oh, nice renovation, good job, yeah. Just wait till you turn on the washing machine.
This is just the beginning. We haven't gone upstairs yet.
It's absolutely discombobulated.
Oh yeah, baby. Mike Holmes. But if you're going to do it right the first time. Let's get rid of it. How do you do this to a family? Look at the nest. They got a nest of them. Oh my God. On the money. 2, 3.
Oh my God!
It's perfect.
Thank you, guys.
You like it?
Oh, do I ever?
Kristine and Terry, they have 3 beautiful kids. They have 2 children from Korea that come in for the whole school year, every year. I like it. It's good. Let's put an addition up. Let's make more room. Let's make a room for the kids in the basement, a room for the older kids on the other side.
A place where the girls could go if they have had their friends over, because we've got 3 little kids, they're teenagers, a movie room for them where they could hang out with their friends, but we needed a playroom for our kids as well. We needed a computer room, and we needed a bathroom for ourselves so that we could have a little sanctuary too.
It is a hot day.
Initial deposit, $200. Sounds perfect. Soon as he walked in the door, he wanted 25% of the total contract.
Hello.
Hello, come on in.
Nice to see you, Kristine. Terry.
Great to see you again.
How you doing today?
Within the next 2 weeks, another 25% of the contract. Guaranteed to be done in 4 months.
We wanted everything to be at least functional by September so that they could start school and begin, and that never happened. September 1st, we had no floors.
2-car garage.
Two-car
Take
garage.
one side of it, turn it into a livable space.
Yes.
Okay.
And
New
on the-
kitchen, dining room, bedroom upstairs.
Yes.
So it's just not finished.
It's just not finished, and there are some issues.
All of the trim and the cabinet and the undermount lighting, so our kitchen is unfinished. On top of that, there were an awful lot of things that really were finished improperly.
Second floor, new deck. I do not like the way this is lapped. We got a couple of birds' nests, so you got some friends living here. But I would have cut this 6x6 so it lapped up over the beam and it holds the beam in place, because right now I see one screw on each side of the 6x6 holding the double 2x8 top.
It's summertime now, and it's great weather, and we get up in the morning, and we can't walk out and enjoy our deck because it didn't pass the code.
Yeah, but it looks good.
It looks
good.
nice.
Looks like it'd be fine.
It's just not safe.
I heard you have electrical problems.
Wires hanging out of the kitchen under the cabinets. We have kids in the house.
We woke up one morning to find our, at the time, 1-year-old had pulled a stool over and is putting the undermount wires into a toaster.
Wires hanging down from the ceiling in the basement. Receptacle switches live.
Even though the basement wasn't under contract, we had a verbal agreement with him that he would do the basement. So when he took out the ceiling here, he just took it all out. But this is how he left everything, with all of these wires hanging down. And
What's a little bit of tape to put it up and tape it up and make sure there's nothing live for the kids that I just found everything hanging is live?
there was a thunderstorm, there was some sort of a power surge, everything went off, everything came back on, except the mudroom, the garage, the central vac.
Do we have any issues with the government here? You did get permits, right?
We got a permit for the extension upstairs, the bedroom upstairs, the addition upstairs. We did not get a permit for anything else. He told us that nothing structural was changing, so we didn't need any other permits.
Well, he needed a permit for everything he touched. If he comes down here, he needs a permit. Did you get a permit for the HVAC?
All the right permits, all the right plans. Missing an HVAC permit, which is the heating. That was a definite, but they didn't have that one.
Let's go upstairs. The rails are nice, just not finished.
It's not finished. We also have an issue at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. You didn't replace the bull nose. Where are we finding it cold? Here?
It's cool here. It's freezing in our bedroom. This is the cool zone. That's the freezing zone.
Over the garage.
Yes.
Laundry room.
The washer and dryer, which we moved from the basement to the second floor, and we asked that it be quiet. Evidently that never happened because 6 or 7 times a week we have a train coming through our house. At least it sounds like it anyway.
He tried to level it, he tried to fix it. He really did make an effort to level it and get the vibrations to stop. And when he couldn't, and we kept saying, this is not acceptable, he looked at us and said, it's to code.
Okay, does he still owe him money?
Yes.
The money has essentially evaporated, except the payment that we still have put aside for him or for the work that needs to be done.
Don't tell me he's leaned you.
He's leaned us.
I'm glad the homeowners held that money back. They said, finish the work, we'll give you the money. He gets upset, he leaves, a lien gets slapped on the property.
We wrote to the Better Business Bureau and outlined our complaint. He responded by saying that he's over 99% complete.
The kitchen's not complete, the electrical's not complete, the insulation's not complete, the job's not complete.
He then filed a claim against us, a lien against our house, stating that he's over 99% complete.
By what I see, no, he's not.
The deck's wrong, nothing's passed, he claims everything's passed.
The work isn't 99% complete, and some of the work is very questionable, and there's some really big problems, and some of the work's just not to code.
You have no heat in here?
No, this is freezing cold, that's frigid.
Well, there's no
So
heat in
we,
We actually did daily temperatures from December 6th to March 1st. Never got above 17 degrees in the main bedroom.
the walk-in never got above 15, and the bathroom never got above 14.
Square footage says you must have a heat register. Bathroom?
Yes.
Bathroom. And this was supposed to be our sanctuary. This is probably one of the biggest disappointments.
I don't see an access panel in this. Do you have an access panel in the other room?
No, and unfortunately, the jets in the tub don't work.
Jets don't
so
work? Does
the
anything
jets-
work?
The air,
The air
little
bubbles,
the air
but the
bubbles
jets
work,
don't
but
work.
the jets don't work.
Well, we know it's a bad relationship now. We know that the homeowners don't want him back in the house. I'm here, so what am I gonna do?
I'll start in the garage. I'll open up the ceiling in the garage to see what type of insulation is there.
I'm gonna bring in the ESA. I'm gonna find out what was passed, what was not passed.
I'll bring in my electrician, my HVAC guy. Let's check out your furnace to see if it's even powerful enough to exhaust the rest of the house. Let's see if it's still alive and kicking.
I'm gonna bring in the building inspector, find out what was passed, what was not passed.
We'll take it from there. Okay? So no more headaches. I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna finish this.
Thank you.
And you know what? It's gonna look as good as it does now, but at least everything's gonna be right. And hopefully, there's not too much wrong. Hopefully. I'm just gonna spray foam.
Okay.
I'm starting to think of taking this all down. Gee.
My dream was actually to become a hockey player. The only thing I was missing was talent, so here I am.
I'm taking a thermographic image, and what it'll do is it'll show me the difference in temperatures. Okay, see the black?
Yeah.
That tells me it's a cold zone right there.
Okay. So black indicates cold.
I have the air conditioner on nice and heavy so I can locate all the ductwork.
Smart.
So we see the curtains.
Yeah.
All right. Cool curtains. It's right when we have the exhaust, so
I
it's
gotcha.
look at that.
It's traveling right up. Is that ever cool?
Isn't that nice? Yeah, so we know there's cold air coming
Yeah.
out of there, but there's not enough cold air.
Right.
You can see that one. Look at that.
Yeah,
It just
look at that.
stands right out. Yeah, there's a good shot there, right? We see all the studding and the ceiling joists.
Yeah.
So that just goes to prove when you're insulating, you're not insulating studs, are
Right.
you? Once again, the ductwork in the bathroom is blowing cold on the wall.
Yeah. And the tile's holding it, I take it.
Look at how hot, because the sun's on that wall. See the corners?
Wow, look at that.
That heat is transferring through. It'd be hard to tell with the temperature today, but everything right now is hot. I can't even see the studs. I should see more, so it kind of concerns me that this is not properly insulated.
Since the garage is directly below the master bedroom where it's cold up there, not to mention electrical issues, it'll give us a chance to run a new line to the walk-in closet.
These, the insul wrap. Curious. Curious. They even did it around the bulkhead.
Yeah, I saw that.
But, you know, what's that going to do when you got floor joists there? It's not going to do anything. As far as I'm concerned, we have a minor one here for you. If I could get you to do an initial inspection, I'll tell you some of the things that happened. First, we'll clean this up. The addition is up over the garage, and something happened when a lightning storm came through. Did not affect the panel. Lightning struck, shut off the house. It came back on. Now, all the electrical, or almost all of the electrical in the addition, the garage especially, is no longer working. We see this. This was the old dryer line, okay? So they ran their washer and dryer upstairs. So he runs a line, no staples. Why did he junction it off this line? 10 feet of wire. Is he allowed to do this?
Is it accessible?
Yes, it is. Take a look, see what you find. Let me know.
Just curiosity to take a look inside the panel to find what's going on. I ended up finding that there's a double pole breaker here that seems to be turning off the lights downstairs. Wrong breaker used, wrong gauge of wire. This is the only real work that you're actually going to be able to see. And to show it off in this manner, for me to clean this up, it may just be easier to take the panel right off and just put in a bigger circuit, a bigger panel. This is a 24 circuit. We'll go to a 32, allowing us a couple of extra spaces for future use.
Take all this down.
Yep.
Let's put this aside and drop everything from the casing over, okay?
No problem.
From this corner, lose the bulkhead, cut the ceiling, don't touch the ceiling at this point, right across here, right across to here.
Yeah.
This will allow us to see in this wall as to why it was cold here
gotcha.
in the kitchen. Don't touch the wall yet, let's just concentrate on the bulkhead.
Okay.
And I want to see all the insulation out, okay?
Okay.
What's the matter?
So someone goofed. Look at, oh, we forgot the vapor barrier. Oh, don't worry about it. Let's put pieces within the void.
Isn't it actually worse to do it
This would
way
be a
than-
more chance of buildup of mold than anything. They would have been better not to put the plastic in. Take that shelving unit off and take the whole wall down. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What are we missing here?
Oh my
Drywall.
God.
By code, there must be drywall on that side of
Like
it,
a
and then
firewall?
insulate here and then drywall out here. We need a fire
Okay,
stop
stop.
at this location. You've got to love this. Holy crap, you're hot stuff.
I am hot.
You got your blue shorts on, too. Someone put a screw in the line?
That's what it looks like.
We'll fix it. This meter shows us cubic feet per minute. In other words, CFMs. What we're trying to do is figure out how much air is actually making it upstairs. So 224 is the average. Downstairs, we got 389.
89.
So it's just over half of downstairs, which is not good. That's a 5-inch run,
That's a
isn't it?
5-inch run. I like to switch that over to a 6-inch because of the square foot of this room.
Let's try this one. Ooh, it's even less. 184 is where it's really staying at. For the hell of it, let's check the bathroom. Would that be acceptable for this room?
5-inch run in this square foot of an area here, it's fine.
And the furnace is on low, so you're gonna increase it to a higher fan,
Medium high.
and then you're gonna change the lines over
And
anyways.
I'm gonna change the lines in that room that are 5-inch to a 6-inch. So you have more flow.
Okay.
Now the ductwork inside the crawl space, you can see that top takeoff has a gap in it, and the same with the two other ones. And as you can see, the ductwork doesn't go all the way down to the end. They stop, and they have a 6-inch pipe running about at least 15 feet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue the duct
So
down.
you're gonna continue the trunk
That's right,
down.
the trunk down, closer to the end of the building. I will take all the duct out. You do your job, then I'll come behind and install my duct, and this place is finished.
As I'm looking at this, I happen to look up and just looking at everything. You see this line here?
That
See
red
this
one there?
bare white, red,
Yeah.
black, everything. What I did was I decided to search back. I follow it through. I can see it. It's right here. It's this one here, right? I continue through. It's right here. So the first thing I did was I went, oh, that appears to be live. And then I walked back over here, and this was beautiful. I decided to see, oh, it's live. What the hell's that? That's gas.
There's a gas right there.
That line right there is live. The whole thing is live. It's not just the red. So what happens if that live line that's 1 centimeter away from this pipe touches?
Hits the gas. Now the pipe is grounded, so now it's going to travel across here, into here, back to your main ground, and dissipate under the ground.
I can't reach it, right? So you grab one of this, right?
Use
I
a
can't reach
screwdriver or
it. I can't.
something.
Oh my God! Can you imagine that? Fully grounded, you're going to get the shock of a lifetime
Yeah.
by touching this and hitting that line.
A shock if you're lucky. You can die from that.
That's full amperage.
Yeah.
We'll shut that down.
Yes.
We see the electrical junction box right on the wall there. Here is 4 cable lines. One appears to be slightly unplugged. Maybe that's why the jets aren't working and the aerator is.
Now that runs into the wall, which means they're gonna junction somewhere because that's gotta tie into electricity.
Exactly.
You wanna go in that room and see if there is a receptacle on this wall and take a look to see if it's tied in there?
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
Well, let's just start by removing this, because that's definitely not a return air.
Oh, you don't want to see this?
No, I don't want to see that. I can... You've got to be kidding me.
And you know why your jacuzzi is not working?
Why?
The GFI is tripped.
You've got to be kidding
It's
me.
tripped right there, man.
You've frickin' got to be kidding me.
Turn that on. We got power.
They've double GFI'd it. They faked it. The guy knows about this. The panel's right here.
Yeah.
So now we have a double GFI, which is going to continue to break, because you can't take a GFI off a GFI, can you?
No, it'll keep tripping on you. So that's the reason why we have a double pole downstairs.
99% done. I should have said 99% screwed. That's what I should have said.
They had a GFI protected.
We have power. Cute. Really cute. A GFI receptacle. That's funny. That's funny. I know for sure, and I almost did it just about half an hour ago, that this ceiling is coming down, okay? Because I'm going to point out what I found in your bathroom upstairs, which has really gotten on my nerves. I've already had my electricians in. They've already rewired that receptacle over there, made everything safe within here, corrected 2 lines in this area alone. Come into here. So we've damn near gutted your whole garage. We see the plumbing, the pipes, in a cold zone. And there was no proper vapor barrier around it. They actually used what they would call a thermal blanket. It's a reflective metal that's normally used for radiant heating. They used that around the bulkhead. They used it in between your floor joists and put up an R20 insulation. If you think that this is going to keep your room warm, not a chance. Cold? It was cold.
Very cold.
When we pulled this down, the first thing we noticed, they had wrapped in the vapor barrier in between each and every zone, which you cannot do. It's not allowed. It must be 100% airtight. Vapor barrier is for airtight, so you don't lose hot air or air inside your home through the walls. There was no way this was gonna work. There was no way it was gonna pass. They just closed it up and got a cover up. As a matter of fact, when I talked to the building inspector, he'd said, I don't know what's up in the garage. I didn't get a chance to inspect it, so he had a big question mark on the garage.
He did things wrong, but we're left on the hook to fix it. I don't understand. I don't understand how this has all happened.
Remember what was here?
Central vac.
Your central vac. What was here?
My plug.
The GFI.
Yes.
That GFI blew.
Our contractor told us that there were 18 man-hours left. That means his crew could have come in on a Monday morning from 8 to 12 and our entire house would have been safe and complete. After meeting with Mike, I don't think so.
Because that went off, that was wired to everything that went down, your whole garage. So nobody could see it to come in and push a GFI. It should not have been a GFI.
It was clear to us a long time ago that he wasn't done. Now it's clear to me that we should have stopped paying him a long time ago.
We found so much electrical in here that was ridiculous, like live lines in the corner over here. We'd open up your panel, extremely sloppy, as not to mention completely loaded. You're supposed to leave 2 spares at all times. We are gonna put in a brand new panel. We're gonna fix up all your electrical down here. Guys have ripped out all the ductwork. Why? First of all, it's no good. It's not gonna work. We tested everything in theory. It's not going to work. We had 389 CFMs at your front door. It's a 4-inch line. Not far from your furnace, that tells we have high velocity, high airflow at that point. Upstairs, we had a maximum of 274 down to 189 in your bedroom. No wonder you weren't getting heat up there. It's not enough airflow.
I am absolutely outraged that we have spent basically every cent that we could mortgage to create a quality home, for a safe home for our family.
Second reason we took it down is because we need to seal the foam. You cannot, and they should have known this, you cannot just put foam in and leave it. Because it's on an interior base of your home, it must be sealed from fire. Why? If fire catches the foam, it releases toxic fumes inside. They will knock you down. You'll be trapped in the home.
I don't know. I'm infuriated right now that we have spent our whole life savings basically.
So we're in the bathroom, and we're ripping out tile because we want to inspect under the tub. Why isn't the jets working or anything else like that? Right away, we see some electrical. What do we see? Your tub is plugged into here.
Oh, my.
2 of them are GFI with a GFI downstairs. They are going to fight with each other and keep switching off. It takes 1 GFI. They should have done it with a breaker on the panel, but they can't because the panel's loaded and they didn't want to pay to give you a new panel and they didn't want to tell you about it, obviously, because they didn't, did they?
No.
The whole tub's coming out, the ceiling's coming down. I'm going to run this shower for about 4 hours straight to see if this is going to leak.
We paid him a lot of money with the premise that we're gonna get it done right, we're gonna get it done on time, everything's gonna be safe, we're gonna be good to go, and we just certainly didn't get any of that.
I'll be back.
It'll be good to see you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Keep smiling. I'm trying.
One thing worked out really well. We did pay him the money. So at least one of us is happy.
Don't half-ass it. That's the point. You're playing with people's lives. My birthday's tomorrow. Thank you. Since we've already found electrical, plumbing, HVAC problems, I'm gonna pull the ceiling in the dining room just to do more checkout, make sure the plumbing's good for the shower, and check out that line that runs to the tub. Where's that 14-3 line? That's a pain. Describe that. Take that ceiling down, please. I'm going to assume that that's the 14-3. It appears to be in the same neighborhood. The drain for the shower is right here. That box, I mean, that's got to be the line. Look what happens when something's done wrong. Electrical, plumbing, structural, insulation. Amazing what we have to open up. Amazing what we have to move to make it right, to put it all back together again. Our job is in the area of, at this point, 70 grand minimum. That's a lot of money for a $90,000 addition that exceeded its 90 and went to 120. 99% my butt. No support off the back. No support here, no support there. Take out all the cripples underneath, all the vertical studs, and then get underneath it and pry it up. Pain in the butt. Look at, they tiled around it, they put the cabinet in place first, they didn't tile behind it. Yo-yos. Oh, it's amazing how well that spray foam seals it. Just slowly. Okay, now, look at that. The motor is barely attached to the tub. Oh, I love these guys. Just put it down. Now they got a hot tub on the deck.
Right now I'm doing the run, the 5-inch run, up to the new master bedroom's walk-in closet. We changed the existing 5-inch, which were going into the master bedroom, to 6 inches, which were these ones here. And we left the remaining 5-inch, which was going to the bathroom. And I'm just gonna finish this off and we're good for today.
I want to spray foam all this, and I don't want the copper in the way in case of any future issues and they need to fix the copper. If I embed it with the wall tight, then it's another issue, and they're now affecting the insulation. Right. Can we come through here, up through the floor joist, come over, through, and then go right through the floor joist and out?
Yeah.
Also, we're gonna bring the laundry room upstairs back down. Nothing's been affected. We're just gonna change the electric. We're gonna give them a lint trap, so dryer, washer.
1, 2, 3.
There you go. Whoa. So we're gonna need to lose the plumbing, and I'm gonna need to cap that drain.
Down, down.
We've tested everything here. It appears to be fine. It's not exactly the way I would do it, but it's not leaking, so I accept. We pulled the tub.
1, 2, 3.
It's funny that these guys were smart enough to think that the motor gets hot, and now this would be an air escape. Even though we still don't want to do that, moisture will get inside that, so we're going to close that off.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Easy?
Yep, no problem.
And you saw the garage where we're going to tie back into.
That's right, yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Call me.
We'll get the ball rolling.
Okay, let's get some tools, let's get a level, and let's bring a line above the receptacle. We're gonna go straight across here, down the corner, leave that wall. So I want the whole bottom and whole side out.
Okay.
We found out that the shower is not vented, and that's a real bit bit of trouble.
Yeah.
Because what we need to do is now cut all those lines, try and vent it right. We need to find out what's vented, how it's vented.
Right.
That's the last thing I needed was to find out more plumbing problems.
Because we don't need the laundry, we don't need anything here anymore, so we can simply cut this. This line will become a vent, which we then can use to properly vent the shower, which is on the other side of the wall.
I'm supposed to put in 2 columns, and looking at it, I'm thinking, I gotta finish the bottom first, so.
We'll do the jewel stone and we'll skim the whole thing and leave for a few days so the corners, they harden up.
So take all the loose stuff out?
All the loose stuff out. On the bottom, first we're gonna level it out on the bottom so it's not so rough. We'll put a 2x6 or 2x8.
Which way, this way?
Flat, yeah.
You're gonna base plate this, then you're going to, I assume you're gonna fill it, then you're gonna come vertical?
Primer, cement primer on first, soak it good, and we'll fill up with the jewel stone.
Okay.
And make it even, and then when they come to the corners, we'll frame it, and before we frame, we'll put a few screws, so it's some kind of a steel inside.
Like
so
a pin system?
Like a pin system, yeah.
You use the jewel stone at 7,000 PSI, not only does it bond, but it becomes solid hard.
It becomes solid, exactly.
Oh, that's it.
That would be something.
That's it. I love it. I'm gonna show you the fastest way to do this. We're gonna build this wall. I'll tell you where to put the door.
Yeah.
Let's come right off of, so we're gonna have our plate right here. You're gonna measure right from that point over to the sill plate that's on top of the block wall. You're gonna go over that side, over, make a mark, screw a top plate in place. You're gonna go just to the left of the light. Have someone cutting the verticals, measuring, cutting, setting up the bottom plate. Do not secure the bottom plate till everything is put together. Level it, boom, drive it in place. And let's put the door right here. Starting here, I want to roughen a 34 inches.
34?
By 82 high, okay?
34, 82.
30 minutes. I'll be
Okay.
back in 30 minutes.
All right, brother.
Okay.
Everyone knows Mike Holmes is a stickler for perfection. What he's doing is he's testing us on time limit here. So what we want to do is impress him both with time and accuracy. So I think we can do it. We've got the guys here. Chalk line on those 2 marks we just did. Get our sill gasket down, and we'll start with our bottom plates, okay, guys? So you want to be able to see your blue line, eh, Pinker?
Okay.
So you're good there?
It's level. It's
Oh,
level,
yeah,
but
I
it's
see
on the
what you're
wrong
saying.
side of the level.
You're following it down. Look it all the way down. This level. So then you go to this face, right?
Okay, so if I follow this side down, straight down, you know where I end up? I end up on that side, but I'm on this side of this piece of wood. Oh, he's watching.
It's all good.
I was watching on the monitor.
Yeah.
Real simple. Let me see your
Yeah.
tape. Watch. Don't worry about this yet. You're wasting time trying to level everything. Marking your line. Don't even worry about it. Sit. Make sure your 2x4 is sitting on the sill gasket.
Yeah.
Start cutting your studs. 83.5 inches, please. Okay. Screw that in there. Screw that in there.
You want them in the side. 83 3/4.
Like playing the drums.
We've got about 3 minutes left.
83 and 5/8.
40 minutes is okay.
Well, we were close. Come on.
Waste of time leveling?
Yeah.
Just lay it down, boom. Get them up vertically underneath. Level the next one, screw them in. Cut the bottom plate out, clean up, we're done.
Okay.
It was 40 minutes.
40 minutes, 45. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you. We're actually 45 minutes. 15 minutes too late.
Okay.
No.
Peace out, y'all. Perfect.
Inspectors were in this morning, passed everything, of course. I mean, we've done it right, actually better than right. It's what we do. We make sure that it is above minimum code, which, you know, I want to see. So spray foam's done. We're just prepping now for drywall. Going to get the rest of the insulation up in the wall. 6 mil vapor barrier on this area. This is already done. We're just hooking up the vent now to the shower, which was not done before. So Martin and Adam are taking care of that. Once that's done, I'm gonna get the tub going today so we can get it back installed and take a look at it, run it, make sure everything's proper, it's not leaking, and then we can close all this in. So I'll leave this to last. I've got to do all the upper valance, the lower valance, the lighting, but we've fixed all the electrical, minor tile work in here, get this cabinet in place, because the guy just took out the cabinet, didn't want to put it back. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Craig Lowe was in on the weekend. He put the first coat of stain on the stairs. It's a little rough, a little ugly, but it's just the beginning. But I expect that. It's just the beginning. We still need to go up and down it, and he'll get the banister. He's talked me into doing the banisters to match the treads, and we'll go white on the riser. So you know what? Since it's oak, I'm in agreement. I said go for it. So in the upstairs bathroom, we have the tempered glass being done right now. It should be in the next week, which is great. Great timing for me. I don't want to put it in until the end anyway. So hopefully we get this framed today. We're going to use concrete board on top of this because we want to make sure that water cannot penetrate it. We'll use a Curdy product as well. Get it in, get it tested, get it done, get this place finished. A little bit of lipstick and mascara still left on the trim, latex caulking, paint. Obviously the bathroom still needs to be painted.
Oh, we found a little bird's nest, eh? Well, we're not going to remove the bird's nest. The family actually likes it, and it's a possibility the birds might come back. Okay. Write this down, 165. How do you look down there?
I look pretty good here.
Okay. Oh. Unfortunately, there goes the bird's nest.
It was a very, very, very hard job in there. It was tight, it was hot. I had 2 guys in there putting in the ductwork. I had another guy putting all the tape on the thing, and they were just completely sweating. After a hard day inside that crawl space, it was pretty tough. So right now I'm just finishing off with this humidifier here. Nice, put the air conditioning on and just work nice and peaceful.
Okay, I'm down. You got it?
I'm clear. Yeah, we're good.
You tested it, it's good?
Yes, it's all done, tested. The water lines are tested, the drain is tested. We filled up the tub, we drained it. Everything's working perfectly fine.
Hot's on the left?
Yes.
Because you had it the other way, right?
Yeah. When you stand in front of the fixture, the hot should always be on your left-hand side.
Agreed. And I knew you would do it right.
That's the code requirement.
You've got to be kidding me. If we look at the deck, it looks right. We have the 4x4s up, they're bolted in place. We see the spindles vertically in the top and bottom plate of the 2x4s of the rail system. Okay, so the deck's on level. But relying on 2 screws just in the sides, let's say 5 years from now, if they use the right screws, water got in there. And it starts to rot, it starts to mold. We all have the tendency to lean against the rail, that we think every rail is gonna hold our weight. It's just a mind thing. I didn't build it, I'm fixing it. You lean against that rail and you fall down, you will break your neck and more than likely not make it. Surprise, surprise, surprise. So we're gonna take it down, do a continuous tie of 2x6 around, which locks all the 4x4s together, and we will redo the rails. I love to see that based on the length, which is probably 6 feet, it's not much, they put in a small piece of wood. But what didn't they do? They didn't attach to it. Man, I got a big thing about rails. Are you kidding? I leaned against the rail 8 years ago. It broke and I went down. I damn near broke my neck. What we're gonna do, just so you know, I'm actually gonna pop off the caps. We're gonna take a section out. We're gonna put the 2x4 across as a safety rail. We'll take it apart, glue it, screw it, put it back together again, put it back in place. I wouldn't want to fall from this height, so make the rails safer. Make it so they cannot come out.
Scalpel.
What do I always say, Pinky? Glue it and?
Screw it.
Yep. Now we're gonna go on a slight angle up. If you notice, I'm choosing to come from underneath instead of on top. The least amount on top, the better. At the corners, I will come from the top. If we were to go straight up, we risk coming up through just slightly on a slight angle. Look at the middle. What's wrong with that?
It's starting to fall in.
That's right. This is on level inwards. What we're gonna do is secure the two corners. We're gonna glue it down, secure it. We're gonna push out the center, drive 2 screws in and hold it in place. Nice. Are we nice and strong?
We're nice and strong.
There's no way you can fall off this. It's locked right in. So what's next?
Sanding.
Because it's a handrail.
Yes.
So we're gonna sand from here, right around.
Okay.
Take off the glue that we did to seal it. Good job.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
PL all over my stuck.
Right now, what we're doing, we are putting, again, jewel stone. The color that you see, it's a jewel stone, which they add some green and black. It's a moss green color. And we are trying to sponge it in inside all the pores, the little holes. And that's gonna give us the look of the stone.
Does that ever enhance the color, eh? How many coats you gonna put on?
2 coats just to seal it up right. This is a xylene sealer.
Xylene?
Xylene. It's rock hard, and it'll soak right through the cement, make this whole thing 3 times as strong as the cement underneath.
And then upon the second coat, you're gonna just hand sprinkle some, what, silica sand?
Silica sand, so they don't slip. They won't have to worry too much in the winter. Make it a little safer.
Awesome job, man.
There we go.
Well, we're used to handling it, so we're pretty confident with ourselves in that we won't knock it and break it. It won't break unless you ram into it with something really hard, which you shouldn't do. Once it's secured in there with the silicone and everything, you don't really have to worry about it falling out or breaking on you because it's completely sealed with like the gasket with the silicone.
All right, Holmes, let's see your brute strength. Get up on that ladder. Do not push on the soffit at all. What I need you to push on is the actual wood bracket and see if you can't lift that just enough for me to maneuver this.
This wood bracket right here?
Yes. When I hear you grunt, I know you've done it. Go. Oh, didn't that feel good?
Yeah.
Count of 3?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, Arnold, a little more. Oh, yes. You know what? This is just a round, heavy-duty aluminum collar. If you think about it vertically, hollow in the center, it holds a massive amount of weight. Think of an egg standing on its end. Same theory. 20,000 pounds this holds. We only need about 1,000, but 20 will do. You know we like to overdo things. Looks pretty good, eh? Look at that top piece, man. Pete did that all by himself. Got the wood, molded the edge, and it looks like part of the whole bullnose. That's just perfect. Just put the knickknacks back. Go get them. And I'm out of here. Okay, let's start with the front. Now, I chose a different column here for me. Obviously, this is steel structure, the whole 20,000 pounds. I had Ed come in and redo the front porch.
is gorgeous. This is so us.
It makes it look like a solid piece of stone. A hug
This
already?
is amazing.
I'm going to be paid well today. Do you remember when I first came in and squawked and argued about, I want the spindles white, I want the back riser white. We had a little debate, and I said, as long as you can get the trim white, I'll accept the spindles being obviously stained and finished as much as everything else, and I'm extremely happy with it.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Okay, obviously, I opened all this up. We checked the structure in the floor. We found major electrical issues. We found plumbing issues, like your shower not being vented. I mean, you saw what we had to open up. Drywall galore, plumbing problems, lots of electrical, structural, but yet the big claim is 99% done. And that's his word on the writing, which puts the lien on the house, which I'm so sick of seeing. There's no doubt in my mind, had the electrical inspector walked in here at the end, he would have said, nope. As a matter of fact, I want to see a lot more. He would have seen a lot of problems. There was a lot of hidden things that I'm so upset about because you got a permit. And when you get a permit, it's supposed to be done right. We opened it up. We fixed the electrical, we fixed the plumbing, we fixed the structure, we fixed the insulation problem with bringing in all the right people that care about what they do. After taking everything out, rerunning all your ductwork to proper sizes from the furnace up, spray foaming everything with the wall tight is just a product that I absolutely love. It'll give you that 100% thermal break. You're not going to have a worry anymore of a cold bedroom up there, not to mention running ductwork to your closet. So it'll be warm.
Oh, we have a warm closet
nice.
now.
You can actually close the door now.
Oh,
Yes.
I was shocked with how deep you guys had to go to fix the stuff. Like, to us, we thought, oh, well, they'll come in and it'll be a fix-up job. Well, it was a renovation. There was so much stuff wrong. There was so much big stuff wrong, and I don't think I realized how bad it was.
How many times do I gotta keep doing this? Before someone says, is it the government? Is it the law? Before someone actually says, hey, I think we better make some changes here because there's people getting screwed. Okay, well, the kitchen, we didn't really make any changes. We fixed the tile. We did the caulking that's necessary. We put up all your trim. We installed the lights. There was more electrical in here, too, and we ran some new lines and completely made this correct. We're not dealing with impossible people here. These aren't the type of people that stamp their feet and say, I want it this way, I want it that way. There's some people like that you just can't please. This is not the people. They're nice people. I put up the wall here for you just to keep your electrical in, and this is approximately where you want it. Now you can do the bulkhead across. Joe and all the other guys and Frank made sure all the electrical was good in here, cleaned it all up, give you light here, light here. Oh, and a brand new washer and dryer. I just did not like your stackable, okay? It did not work for me. It did not work in the basement, so I gave them away to someone else who could use them, and I made sure I picked you up a brand new set. So that's worth a hug, isn't it?
That's worth a really big hug.
So we have laws to protect the contractor. Great. I think that's a wonderful thing, because I think it's a necessity. But it's also a necessity to make sure that the homeowners are protected. Where's the protection? The crawl space was a challenge all on its own, okay? Pulling everything out, having Alex come in and also spray foam everything proper in there, and then coming back with a secondary truck that allows a coating over top of the spray foam, which makes it okay for a fire. The idea with spray foam or any type of rigid foam, it must be covered up by code, because if a fire ever starts in your house, hits the foam of any type, it is bad exhaust that you're going to breathe in and can harm you. So that must be sealed.
If we had been left to fix our bedroom, which was peaked at 17 degrees, which meant it was much cooler than that, we probably would have replaced the furnace, blown in some insulation or something like that. We wouldn't have thought to gut our garage and redo all the ductwork. It just wouldn't have occurred to us. So we would have spent a whole lot of money to fix something, and we still wouldn't have fixed the problem.
Plumbing. I brought my plumbers in.
And
rerouted all proper shutoffs, rerouted all the plumbing right through, up, moved all your 3-inch stack, everything that had to be done, all the proper vents, all the way up to the bathroom, which we're about to go see. You no longer have
a laundry room here. So what we did do was removed all of your duct line, all of your electrical, everything that was in there, all your plumbing, rerouted. We actually picked up the plumbing that ran up there and vented for the shower. So in a way, it was a blessing. You have a light.
We can be out here now.
You have a light.
Have a light.
Jump.
Another light.
Yeah, we actually tripled up the beam. We did everything that was necessary. We glue it, re-screw it. We know what we're doing. And we braced it off and bolted it. And that is required by code to make sure that support cannot cripple out.
Yep.
So you lock it in place, secure it. Now, what did I do to your rails? I literally took them apart and put them back together again. And I gave you a continuous 2x6 topping. Why? Because now you cannot fall out.
Anymore.
You cannot fall out. Alrighty.
Finished bathroom.
Glass,
Wow, glass.
shower heads,
can have a
everything.
shower.
You can actually have a shower.
Oh, you can have a shower after you go.
Yeah, actually you
we
could.
wait a long time to have a shower in our own bathroom, so.
Oh, geez, we finished this too. Cabinet.
Cabinet.
Okay, so all this
Very
is in
nice.
place as well.
Everything's in.
Now, obviously, you know that we take this whole tub out, as all the structure, and put it all back together again, including the plumbing to it.
When I walk in the bathroom, it's just like, wow, it's a great bathroom. And that's what we wanted. We wanted to walk into our bathroom, our own bathroom, not the kids, just ours, and go, wow.
We do have two access panels in the bedroom next door, so you can get to both the jet and the pump.
Okay.
If ever you need to. You can get to the electrical easily if ever needed to. As a matter of fact, all the electrical is proper.
I'm not sure if we've lost faith, but we are sure a lot more wary about who we do have some more work that needs to be done in the basement. We will be very careful. We will listen to, heed Mike's words very carefully.
Look at this.
That's not the code.
No way.
Take it all down. I wish people would do it right the first time.
No way. Make it right. Look at that. Just like the tattoo I have on my arm. Make it right. Full name, Mini Mike. Belongs to Mike. Stuff with love. Thank you so much. This is too cute. Thank you. Can I have a hug? Thank you so much. Can I have a hug from you too? Thank you so much. You guys made my day. Thank you.
I wish people would do it right the first time.